is she remember where she comes from?
Yes.
When she came to marry your great grandfather?
Yes.
Where she was coming from?
Okay. Ama ba go hai miuri rara mi do in rock. Ami ki yolo hinne yo. Kama ba do be loriya na go bara hira gi ni. Reshiangi. Demo ba ngolon ngira ngasagaya. Tia pabe gindero ni ra.
Ya bedi.
Tiai.
Ai,
Wait, kide ya ba kwanza kiruiwogi.
Na rana alidogiro.
Na go bagi.
Na go bagi.
Na ngora na la lazi.
Na bana maigulali.
Keja.
Na yalo idogiro. Ngo idogiro.
Okay.
She was in Loitokitok.
She was born in Loitokitok. But you know where mother lives? Kulali. Mother lives down there.
Yes.
And she was born there.
Yes.
Where illicit water came.
Yes.
She was born there. Aya, oh, where get me?
Why me? Na ni agire ni yela mo.
Toli mo yara na Ranganyiga.
Yeah.
Toli mo na Ranganyiga.
Anara.
Ara na ya go be Ranganyiga toli mo ge.
Na.
I'm asking her where she was married. Kai did it. Kai now.
Yeah.
Kai Giga.
Oh, me and Rama saying, you know,
Kai ni. The song.
I'm not going to hang. I'm not going to hang. Tama la kisongo mrejo kisongo na bagala ba lutu la la ama sina sine
Yuna na pogi
Pero ndali buga na kayingo
givo
aya magana ndo sumugola ratla
she was married. You know Subugal, that where the Masai of Tanzania Kisongo.
Yes.
She was married there.
Yeah.
Yes. Tigre me ilwan vogi.
Yedi dene bo? Masi. Tia ginere me Subugola ratla.
That place is called Osupuko Lalta.
Now, let's try to understand, more or less, when she was born.
Yes.
One question that can help is, if she remember the Gari Moshi, the train, when she was born, was the train from Mombasa going to Nairobi there? Was it constructed already? She never heard of that train and she knew later?
Yolo.
Radua. Magadua.
Didn't
yes,
she have traveled with that.
She has traveled with that. But the question is, I'm trying, Samson, to put more or less a date when she was born. Okay. One thing is, when she was a baby, was that train already there, or when she went, the train was very, very new, has been there many years, and her mother knew already about the train?
Yes. Let's say you. Unajua ile kitabu ya sensa unakumbuka? Mama iko kwa nyumba? Ile yangu ya sensa.
Kitu anaweza kumbuka sana, anaweza kumbuka hii story ya Lanana.
Ngoja kidogo ile kitabu ina maswali ya watu wazee. That book has history happening in Kenya.
Yes.
So we can ask her.
Yes. Because the train was built, basically, they started in 1898 and it reached Nairobi in the year 1900.
From Mombasa to
1901 they were in Nairobi. She traveled in that train. She's been on that train. So what I'm asking is, was that train,
does she remember
her mother
before
know
the
about the train? I'm trying to get that as a turning point.
Does she remember when there was no train?
That's what I'm trying to get.
Kamaba. Damwana bagara robirila barabara. Yolo hela barabara lenkema ugure Mombasa to Nairobi.
Because that must have been an incredible thing for them. Car with smoke, as they call it, Gari Moshi.
Temoshi.
Najang lagi, aduh,
Nimbang niru bangun dia ini.
kalau dia bangun, pergi dia pergi oleh lo, kirinya nabi.
Nah,
Ini sebuah lana.
Mali.
Iya,
Ya Mali.
na Mali.
Oh, na manga. Manga.
Ini de.
Ama pana kumbuka what?
Jaribu
I don't want to push her.
No, no,
She
no.
said,
She want no.
No, she's saying, I'm trying to
trying to
remember.
remember. It's a long time ago.
Hapana sukuma kama hapana penda.
Ada beda.
Agari gini lain.
KJD.
Ini nosi, sebuah lana ko lala sit. Kaya wina.
Gimana?
Kaya wina kemana? Aku di gini lain.
Terogea.
Masih ni nasa.
Terogea.
Masih ni hidup. Ina ida uni nano, anano ko begini. Masih nangamu, dulu di Terogea. Lalu dia ngaku. Iya dia.
I don't know whether in Tanzania there is a train. Is it there?
Yes,
She used to use that train of Tanzania,
yes.
and she remembers the time people are building it.
She remember the time they were building a train.
Yes,
Okay.
and she traveled from Moshi and came out to Tarakia.
Yes.
Yeah, Tarakia is somewhere very
Yes.
close to here.
Okay, we'll find out. So, she was already not a baby then.
She was not a baby by the time.
Okay. So I think she was at least born in 18 something,
Yes.
because that train must have been there in probably the early 20th century. We'll check it out.
Yes.
Now let's try to go to these things of the civil war that I was telling you.
Yes.
So there was Leon and Batian,
Yes.
right? The father was Lenana,
Yes.
and they fought, Leon and Batian. Maybe we can ask her if she
These are
remembers.
Maasai versus what? Maasai?
The Lenana was the father, if I might correct,
Yes.
and Leon and Batian
Were
were
the
the
two
two sons. And one went to the bed of the dying chief, Lenana, and saying, I am Batian, and he was Leon, pretending to be the other brother. And he got invested of the power.
Amapa.
But the other brother got invested of the power when the old chief had his still his mind. And so they pretended that they both had been invested, and there was a civil war.
Sounds like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Sounds like Esau.
Okay, you see.
Apa nada?
That was 1885 when it happened.
You know how he takes Lenana? He said, I remember Lenana when God created him. You see? How he said God created Lenana. So he remembers.
She remembers.
She remembers because she was there young. Let me ask her until the fight of the two sons.
Yeah.
And just
Am I correct that it was 1885 when they
Yes,
fought?
yes, yes. 1885, yes.
Am I? So Lenana was one of the brothers, maybe, but I forgot now.
No,
Leon
Lenana-
was the father?
No, the father Lenana,
Okay.
and then Leon and Batian. Kerera was Sindeu.
Kuna Sendei.
Sendeyo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lakini kitu anaweza kumbuka vizuri sana kama mnataka kupata miaka yake ni kuhusu hiyo nini, the death of Lenana. You know, Lenana died in 1911
1911?
and she was around 25 years by that time.
Really?
Yeah.
How does she know she was 25?
Because they were circumcised at 25 years old.
Really? That late?
Yes, yes,
That late?
yes.
Okay. So she was circumcised the
When he was
year that Lenana died.
No, when Lenana died in 1911,
Yes.
and he was circumcised by that time, so she was around 25 years.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, more or less, we got it. So it's really 1886.
1886, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, kama pera ngero Lenana. Ngirara elolo hamaranga nyugo Sindeu yudam Sindeu.
You know what would be interesting?
Does she know anyone
Oh,
that is
elolo.
as old as she
You know
is?
ngera
I can
Lenana.
ask her.
Morio, You know, the fight was between the two tribes of the Maasai.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the Kwavi Maasai and the Purko. So he remembered that fight.
She remembered that fight?
Yeah.
That fight was late 80s.
Yeah, late 80s.
What Luca asked what she remembers about it.
Okay,
It is
Baba,
not late.
Do you want to sit
early
on
90s.
some rocks?
No, no.
You can get some rocks.
Ama,
You can sit.
do you want
No,
seats?
no, I'm good.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
know, Riga.
I've been sitting all day.
Did you learn this in school, or is it passed down from your father
Okay,
and
Ama.
so forth?
Napakara.
Yeah.
Vera wolo masailogy. Napakara masayara. Dam. The war of Dutch and the Singeresa or Dutch.
Maybe she remembered the fight between the German and the English.
Yes.
Yes.
Dam ngabe nakara?
You remember First World War?
World War I.
They say when the people were fighting, the white people were fighting, they were taken by like hands, the young children, to go because the fight was disturbing everyone.
Okay. Can you ask her
Yes,
when that fight started,
yes.
if she was a small child, if she has already been circumcised or not yet?
Ama Peter unile loro nakara. Ildashi ongereza. Ildashi Dutch. Da ama bera ildashi ongereza. Ba nakara ngai. Ibaba ngai. Bangai renang.
They fought here. This was
On
a
the
heavy
border.
fighting area.
And the Maasai helped the British.
Wabiyo kijana koyo.
Koyo?
He says the size of my brother. She's about 10 years.
So, more or less, she must be above 100.
Yes.
Yeah?
I know.
So we go there. Ask her if she remembers the first white people coming hunting here. Now we get Hemingway
Okay.
into the picture.
Kogo. Amabaye ngolondera dolu
Blixen.
Tanako.
Hemingway was here. He was
Tanako.
the very first one to hunt here with personal.
Kira besensa.
I'm not.
Sorry. Rora. This is the book of Samson. You can open the Kajiado questions. Go to Masai Kajiado. This is the book I was using. You tried, every tribe has its own thing happening in the own ways. Ama,
Go ahead.
this was the book to give us skill on what happened in this land
Yeah.
when, in old days, to know the age of these people. That's how I got the age of my
I see.
grandmother. I used this book. Go to the Masai.
Not much, but yes.
Kogo, ama ba yir musungu lindera do. Yola bar musungu bonu ar mwesi. Damu. Ama, ola ba bonu ay ragosero yelo. Idwar dol. Odu ni je para damu, ta damu du amu. Ni yelo. Olo shara kan tawni. Lara Juli. Kake kan tara ba dol dia ko tanako, ta dua ba tanako. Uru musungu. Ero dol. She was saying that she sees them passing, but she never know what they are doing.
But she remembered them coming in here.
They remember them coming in here.
Does she know anybody of her age class? You know? Any other lady?
Yeah, dama
That is still-
kiri olonga ni lirisiore le siri no le damu tanakata. Meti, she's the only one.
Nobody.
She's the only one remaining. Yellow.
I don't know.
You know, her first, she had a lady. She's more even look older than her. She cannot see, she cannot hear. She's helped by the first lady of her child. She's helping her now. Both of them, they cannot see. They have no eye.
How long has she not been able to see?
You know, she's the one who brought me up with my mother. And my mother going out, she was the one catching me. So I met her when she was having eyes. But now she's about, I think it's 10 years. How many? 15 years
15
without
years
eyes.
been blind.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Same time? Both eyes?
Yes.
1900, first arrival of Europeans in Maasai land. That is in Kajiado, the first thing. Yes. And then in 1904, Olonana and Europeans land agreement between Olonana on behalf of Maasai and Europeans. 1911, further Olonana and Europeans agreement on Maasai land. That I knew. The War of Longido, the First World War, 1914. That's what she was. So you were saying.
This is the Dachi, the one she was talking.
Yes. Yes, and she said that she was about 10 when this happened. Is that what she remembered, more or less?
Yes.
But you were saying you think he's older because you said when Olonana died,
Yes.
you think she was
25.
25.
Yes, because she was circumcised. I remember she told us. Because the
So-
question of Lanana is already here. Lanana
And Lanana died in 1911. So by 1911 he was around 25 years. In 1911.
okay. So maybe that's the point.
So
Maybe you can ask her
she was
if
born
she
in
remembers
1886,
when Olonana died.
Yes,
Around there.
which makes her 120 almost. 119, 120.
She said yes.
119.
If she remember
Yeah.
when that chief died was 1911. So let's
Ibangai.
see.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll live that long.
Kiudon biya. Wogona.
At my age.
Wogona.
He's asking if she had already the holiness year when
Yeah.
Olonana died.
Yeah.
This one was done at the age of 20 something.
25.
25. So I was asking her, was your ears already cutted? Yes. What about this one? Is the very first one. It's done about 10 to 15 years by the time. But right now, this one is done in 25. So I was asking her whether she was already made the hole on the ears, and she said yes. So she remembered the death of Lanana, and she was a grown-up. Mama. Okay. Luca, bado na swali. Labda mimi naongeza yangu mingi kidogo.
Yes, but so she remember she had the hole.
Yes, she said she's
So
a
she was
totally
25
vegan. Yes,
in 1911.
1911.
That means she was born in 1886.
Yes.
That makes her 119 years old.
Mm.
So we go there now.
How many children does she have?
Oiganara ni dage.
Sana.
Andage mbuli na danga. Amadu ngera menanda na hino. Kajaraba. Yana neighbor. Okay. Kaja. Tikira ene na bana ridilan. Kajaraba. Ngera. Nena ngaya baburu ni ngari kena. Ene nasa dera. Ayo de. You know, in Maasai, to ask people, to ask people who are already passed, some time for them
It's bad.
is bad.
It's
So
hard.
she doesn't want to speak about his
She's
children.
saying there are about 4, but some of them. She's only remaining with my grandmother, which is almost 80.
Which is her daughter,
Yes,
the
her
youngest.
daughter, almost the youngest. And then the other one, I don't remember where she is now. She cannot see, you cannot talk with her now. She's more better than her daughter.
You see, Samson, what puzzled me,
Yes.
if your grandmother is 80 and she's 119.
Yes.
It means she had her when she was about, what is it?
She's like a last.
39.
She's a last born.
So
she's
it's
almost-
possible to have children. Maasai women have children when they are 40, isn't it? Very late.
No, because they were circumcised very late, and you are not supposed to get children
Okay.
before.
Fine.
circumcision.
Before.
Yes.
Altogether, how many
Yes.
children did you
Okay.
She mentioned 4.
4.
And the other thing that I was, then you asked, my last question.
Yes. You can ask as many as you can.
She was here
Yes.
in Loitokito, right?
Yes.
So her boma was here.
Yes.
Can you ask her if she remembers that elephant and rhino and lions were a problem to her boma? Or here in... That
Hamaba
is interesting.
imanye ni iron damu. Da kagwa ngwesi abana isumbua ndana dinkagwa.
Lugarak ngatinyo.
Luarak,
Lugarak onyo.
lions.
Ngai senbu ada doldongana.
I was asking what is the problem they undergo that time. He said they want to know. Munyi is
Munyi is the rhino.
Onyo.
Dangi sabu. Ya.
Wayangai.
Ya, nyana ndoro.
Kiria barakanta nini?
Agagi meri menyanga.
There was no
You see everywhere.
elephants
It is
everywhere.
a-
Really?
And rhino.
And rhino, lions everywhere here.
What about the snow on the mountain? Was it full of snow? Or does she remember? Maybe she remember the mountain.
Yes.
When she was a girl, there was more snow than later? Or what is her memory of the mountain?
Eledo nyura rale ligiara. Dunyibo. Kama hapa kai ebaya narogi yele nare na ibore mara. Enduroro.
Enduro.
Kibunna kebaya hapa nakara.
Magila bagai ayele bagorangara nasanga ibe nedo.
Nedo we meraba we.
Nedo meura bori. Agori.
He said it was like 3/4 coming down, not like now, like 3/4 to the bottom, and then when it rains, it come all the way down, everywhere,
Flooding. Huh?
flooding. Yes,
But there was no.
there was snow full, at least 3/4 to the
Much
bottom.
more snow.
Yes,
Interesting.
Can you ask her, Samson,
yes,
if when the European came,
yes.
she had to move away from her land, did anything change when the European came in her life?
Ama pebunu lumusungu lai bora
Tiagi.
pebunu na ko bar masai ke jogira balongana pe guru gurai ay gurina minya mani.
Abata.
Eh.
Gagi. Agata manyana. Ila bimidigini.
Nimiri masai.
Bimidigini masa. Lebo senenje ni yule. Kali maso kumdigini meto kula nana na ida dia noko. Nana musungo.
You see, they tried to come in, then the Maasai were fighting against them. So they could be here, but the Maasai made them not to be
You
here.
see, that is what makes me believe 100% she was born in 1880 something. Because the white people were trying to come in and they've been stopped by the Maasai. Then in 1904, they had the first agreement. So she remembered and they were trying to push and the Maasai were fighting them. It's amazing. So was it good, bad that they came? Was it worse for her when they came? Did some people in her family had to fight against the Muzungu?
Kama nagara tormare lini, rahina nagara tongana lini. Kera rasinte la himbara amu endo girorone ne ponu.
Hello Marilla. Marilla ngagena ido dioguno. Ido dioguno no masai bo.
Masai bo.
Masai bo.
Kama begira kanyo kanyeba.
Amazing.
Okay. So the Maasai were saying it's not good to come in because they are feeling like they are taking their land.
Of course.
So that's the reason they don't want them to come in. They were fighting them. So he said part of his family member went to fight against the white people coming in the land.
You asked the question you like. Is she tired? Are we
No,
tiring her?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she's always almost 6-8 hours staying here. Kama kanya banda nyanya I'm asking
For
for
your grandmother.
yes, what do I eat by the time?
Yo brangera.
Rangara.
Kenya.
Say it in English so it goes in the
Kenya
camera.
do ni
So
mangula.
we understand what you're asking.
Kanyar
Ni
mangula.
mo ri.
Yeah.
Ni na bu ngula ya bu.
Kanyar mangula.
Ni fi woni ya bu ba ina nga yango. Kenya do na year.
Oh, Odiang.
Idian.
You know the mangula? Have you ever seen this acacia mellifera?
Yes.
The weight of it.
Nige
There are so many things coming there,
Yes.
like fruits.
Yes.
Nige
those.
na lama.
They eat
No, get out
Zinnia
of
americana when they are young,
Yes. The bread plums that we saw yesterday.
and they eat the one something we call fulgaris. You know the green thing. I'll show you the tree.
So basically, when she was young,
Yes.
there was no flour, no
Nothing,
nothing.
nothing.
They were not farming. She was living out of the,
Wilderness. Huh?
and there were no goats.
No.
Only
Yeah. And let me
Cows.
ask the sin of goat. I didn't ask.
that's quite important to know.
Yarara
So she's saying,
Kengi
when she
shwa
was
bangu
a
mubarhendari.
child, there was
No
vegetables. Nobody was farming. She was eating those red plums, the seeds from the acacia.
Ask her when she started her.
Very interesting. The name Ndorobo means someone who doesn't have cow.
Yes.
So they
Poor
gave,
people.
Yeah, poor people.
To the one who are farming.
Yes.
Dorobo are the Maasai who sort of neglected, right?
Yes.
The one that you really think they are not valued. Actually, Dorobo
Yes.
means, doesn't it means earth, ground, Dorobo?
Yeah, no thing, yes.
Yeah?
Amarara Dorobo. Nerum Gihudi. Kanandelin. They say they started getting cows. Nelians in Masai means a very small thing. So Masai by the time they were getting 4 cows, 3, 1, those were the cows for those years.
For each individual.
For each individual.
No goats.
Ondari. Yarendari. Okay. Pamandari. Kada. Merera Barmasi Kumundari.
I was born 100 years too late.
Ask her when, as a girl,
Yeah, they think they had goats.
about her beadwork. Who
They
taught
had
her?
goats more than cows.
Okay. That's interesting to know.
Okay,
Ask her
Pama.
which, how old she was when she started to learn to do beads. Who taught her where they got their beads.
Kanye.
Kuna kuti kishwake elevine wagina nale angata na weno yesokori endo kina yamunyan
Let me ask her
sigeri
about
the
the
na
clothing,
usigeri
these type of material.
Yes.
And then we go to the beads.
Yamunane Buyami.
yamunyan ne wiya ande wonu yamer
Amira Ngai.
amera ge yire kuloma nanga zoi
Oyo.
ke ire janga na ge jinyo
Jaga.
me ne ge rabi in musigeri Dilo ria gila yomodi agila yomodi
What did you ask her, Samson?
yeah
Orara ni rumoja. Weni rumro biyani. Ni asi ni gindoro biyani.
Dorinda ke rajwe endongi naji original
Oh, yeah.
original
I got it.
ni ho na ni ho dian
They were doing butter trade.
asi
There is a certain ground they have salt lick. They looks like a cement. You know, look.
Yes.
Look like a cement powder. They came to sell to the other tribes, like the Chaga who plants the banana.
Yes.
So they were doing exchange of banana because the cow were not yet enough for them by the time.
Yes.
So they have to exchange with the
Trade.
soil, with the salt.
Yes. And can you ask her
Yes.
2 things? When she was a child,
Yes.
they were wearing still the
Yeah.
cow things. And what was there as beads? They were using the ostrich eggs and the shells, or she remembers the beads and now she was getting the beads.
Okay. Ma, kidogilo. Ama berakin rahida muye. Ndogiri ngaba kanya benjogiroro.
irikilani
Agwa.
lungana rali aba
Eh.
irikilani la rali
Okay.
Iri bagena jargela. Ninda werge lordo bijeni.
Don't.
Nito.
You are wearing skin by the time. The goat skin.
She's saying?
They greet everyone there at the camp.
Because I told her I will take here my child so you can bless her.
Yeah, she not bless her. She's very good.
So she can't see shadows or anything.
She's not getting everyone.
Amazing.
She likes the sun.
She does. Feels good.
Yeah. She talk all the night. She only sleep few hours.
Really?
Over here she talk by herself.
She remembers that.
Yeah.
She's very sharp.
She's very good.
You know, the thing that she said, she remember when the white people came in and the Maasai were fighting.
Yes.
That is the confirmation, 100%, that she was born.
Lorong anak. Kaya banji muasai.
Menguang ko baba na inguang no mo. Na no ko baba ke bulingi.
Sign.
Iya.
Agwe bulu sign.
Ena bulu na mengo baba imu.
Engkop.
Engkop.
They say that
Joni mo.
they start.
Ni lo gisin ja bulu ibar. No wonu abu.
Okay. Ayaw.
Ayaw.
They say the first thing they got the seeds in Moshi. They were just collecting the seeds. So she's telling me the beads were coming down. They collect, but they started getting in Moshi, and then the white people brought in these beads to them.
Inside for barter.
Yeah, for
And they trade it.
Yes.
Amazing.
What did they trade?
Amara raro loibo. Muzungura. Kanya ba imbele kenyenye du amani hekintolo ngani saen into yenyo.
Na den do ni jam do do biyani yere na dai doi.
Kai kunna baro biyana kara.
Ado.
Menga dasini.
Manga sini.
Dogri nara ulududi.
Ona do gini again na igo ana do. Kaja daban ko nene.
I don't know to explain the money by the time because they say they got money that they can use to. Things were red with the hole inside. I don't know.
Yes, it was the rupiah. When the British came in the late 19th century, they brought in the rupiah from India. It's raining, I think she should get inside.
Can we take a quick family photo to get as many people as you can?
So I don't want her to get cold.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're enough with the question or you have one interesting question?
I think we bothered long enough.
Yeah.
Then I need a lot more Lasaka. They do a lot of nine that I may be a king and a rugby. Won't give you Nere Sada.
No.
Give you.
I don't.
Sure.
Yeah, Nere and the bullet and the massa, they may get up on a massa. And the bullet, you can shag. Oh.
Mama. Ashe. Ashe oling. Siku moja nitabeba hapa mtoto yangu sasa na
bariki.
Bariki. Santa, have a picture, everybody around you. Okay. Want to see whoever is behind here? Is that one of your brothers, Samson? There you go. Want to see? Yeah, come on over here.
Great photo.
Yeah, thank you. I can't see your head all the way. There you go. Super. That's great. This is wonderful. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, the dog too. Let me call the dog one way or another. Hello. Okay. Oh, one more. And one more. 1, 2, 3. Sure we got it here. I think that's great. 1, 2, 3. Super. Thank you.